right, welcome back everybody to the CBG for another D&D stream. um, I always blank out after I say that. Anyways, yes, welcome back. We're gonna be continuing on our little D&D series here with Chris Strahd. But before we do that, our member Zach here has an announcement to make.
Yeah, short little announcement. I have written and produced and directed a Monster Hunter one shot. It's almost ready. Just need to make one more map, and then we will announce when the actual stream is going to go live. Yeah, it's going to have one extra player, Devin, who you guys will meet eventually, and that's pretty much it.
All right. So that is still in the works. We'll release whenever we're gonna start releasing it soon. It'll probably be soonish, but
hmm
we will let you know when we decide to broadcast that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our current game here. And last we left off, our group had tied off some knots. Um, Basically dealt with the abbot and the wedding dress scenario. Um, a Dealt with the whole arena and pool scenario. Um, Found or enjoyed a depressing party or celebration at Valaki. Um, and decided that before they go off to do some other tasks, they would go and fill the needs of Leek and Carabar and go find the windmill and get some more pies. In which they did. They got a nice basket full of pies for a number of gold, and the two proceeded to enjoy themselves and went catatonic for a minute before the rest of the party slapped them back into reality. Um, and that's kind of where we left off, as they are now deciding on which direction they wish to go. So it's still relatively, I guess not say early, but it's like a little afternoonish. If you head back towards Valaki, you probably hit back the Valaki before nightfall. But if there's any other direction you wish to go to, um,
We're gonna
path is
loop
yours.
around, try to find like the seeds.
Right. Yeah, I think that was the plan to
Mhm.
loop around to the Luna River and hop it somehow. Check out those ruins, and then uh, are we gonna make our way to the hill, or should we head up?
Um, Also, are we still planning on? So, are we fully not trying to do these potions? Because if we don't want to, we don't want to. But I figured now that we're kind of we don't have as much dead weight. We can attempt to
Yeah, we can do that now
scour the
before
woods.
bed.
Yeah, I was. Oh, I mean, I was imagining that we were gonna cut through the woods to try to get over to the ruins anyway. So we would just
Mm,
look while we went. But
perfect.
I could be wrong. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to cut through the woods like that.
It's
Um,
plausible.
Whoever
We
wishes to do so, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
I'll definitely lead the charge on that.
yeah.
Because I have a general idea of where the plants are, having cast the detect the plants pretty recently. Uh, Survival. Oh, can I guide myself? Oh shit! Can I guide myself on this one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Definitely not great, but we shall see. It's gonna be a 13 for me.
13. Okay. So, as you guys are kind of planning on traversing these woods in search of these herbs to make some potions, um, You do realize that the forests are very dense and will slow down your traveling time. So if you do go into these woods, by the time you find any of these herbs or anything, it might be dark. Um, and
Which kind
traversing
of
these
doesn't
woods.
matter in terms of we can't see, it's fog anyway, so
No, yeah, yeah, and yeah, it's so traversing these woods will be difficult. And will definitely slow down your progression. Just to keep that in mind.
Is it reasonable to assume it'd be faster to go around the woods towards the Lunar River than it would be to traverse through the woods?
It would. The woods are very dense, thick with fog, and very and more so dark. Uh, like at nighttime, it would be pitch black in there.
Hmm.
As it is right now, you probably might get a little bit of streaming light from the boughs. Um, but at night it would be pitch black. Yeah, you would definitely be slowing at a fast or slower rate compared to if you were to traverse the outskirts, which is mostly just fields and just like plains. You can definitely go at a much faster rate to go around the woods to get to your destination than going through them.
Okay, and we've crossed over the Lunar River a couple of times. Like, I see that there are two bridges when I'm looking on the map. From the times we've crossed over it previously, is it a super wide river, or is it feasible that we could cross it on foot without a bridge?
I mean, from what you saw over the bridge, you can tell that the width of the river is pretty wide, but as far as the depth, it's something that you feel like you can, at certain points, is traversable. But you haven't actually gone down to the banks and tested the actual depths or the currents of the river. You don't know how fast these things are flowing.
I could get us across the river, uh, pretty easily.
Okay, and I mean, do you guys still want to cut through the woods, or do you just want to go around and be faster?
I mean, I think having healing potions is worth the risk. Or at least the attempt of having healing potions.
How long do you think it would take you, with your knowledge of where they are, to find the herbs?
Uh, TM, how long do you think it would take me to find the herbs?
With the same survival role, you'd probably be able to find them uh, with relative ease. If you're using mostly like your senses and stuff like that, um, you can definitely find them. It's just that traversing the woods and stuff like that is definitely going to slow the pace down because you're not going to be able to have your pace go very quickly because you're in dense woods, brushes, bramble, barely being able to see, um,
And
and
we don't have
not to
much
mention
daylight,
a
right?
high threat of being attacked.
And
Hmm.
is there like not a lot of daylight left?
You like it's like a little afternoon, so it's probably like 2, 3 o'clock, and you've been here long enough to know that it gets pretty dark about 5, 6 ish as the sun begins to hit those mountains.
We could start traversing, going around the outside of the woods, going towards the Luna River. Then, whenever night falls, camp. And then in the morning, first thing in the morning, go herb searching. Come
That makes sense to
backtrack
me.
back to where we were, and then continue to the Luna River.
That makes sense to me.
Not a bad plan, yeah.
Into it.
So the question is, do we want to go north back towards Balaki, or do we want to try and cut south and go around?
Um,
I think south personally because we can go hit those ruins, and then we have a choice to either go follow the Luna River to the hill to get the other seed, or go up north back towards Balaki and hit that castle that belonged to the Order of the Silver Dragon.
That's true.
So
Okay.
we have a plethora of options. I guess we should just hit the ruins first and then decide from there.
yeah, makes sense.
Cool.
All right, cool.
Onward.
All right. So you guys go ahead and instead of hitting the trail that's in front of the windmill, you decide to go past the windmill and travel southward along the edge of the forest.
Hmm.
Um, anything you wish to do as you guys are traveling?
I mean, I'm definitely keeping an eye open as usual. Just watching.
Yeah, we're gonna be in a dangerous area, so sort of taking shit a little seriously and keeping an eye out as well.
Good, good, good. Do, 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 do.
I'll probably be casting guidance on myself every, so often, just kind of like keep my eyes sharp.
As you guys are traveling, um, coming down the edge of the woods. As far as what you see, there's not a whole lot. Obviously, you have onto your right, you have a very dense woods. The fog slowly creeping out of it and just filling it. Um, you definitely get a sense of dread and just like a sense of being watched or anything like that, just by being near these woods. But on the other side, you just have a wide open field of just grassy plains. Definitely a hilly side, rolling hills. Um, if it wasn't for the gloomy skies and the low hanging fog, it'd be a nice piece of scenery. Um, but as you go through, Falco, with your high perception, you do notice that along your current path near the edges of the woods, you do see a number of more of those wolf traps on the ground. Probably a hunting party has left them to capture wolves for either one of the nearby towns.
Okay. Yeah, we already have a couple of them, so I'll just point them out to the party so nobody steps on one. But I think I'll probably leave them alone.
Got it. Got it. All right. Um, with the amount of time that you've traveled, um, by the time it gets to the point where you notice it's getting dark, I'd say, or actually, it's not to the point where it's getting dark, but it is a little later in the day. But you do reach the point as you consult your map that you are at the peak where the edge of the forest kind of dents into the thicker part of the woods as much as it can. Um, some of you might know that this is a good spot to maybe make a camp to enter into the woods to get into the center as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you do know you probably have some day and left if you choose to go. You could probably make it to the small little lake to the south.
I see what you're saying, like where the C curve is, like where it's the deepest into the woods. That's where we are right now.
Yep. Yeah, that little V point that pinches the woods into the center. That's kind of where you're at.
Okay. Yeah, I mean we can set camp here.
All right.
That's since the plan is to get the herbs in the morning.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Um, yeah, I'll start setting up camp.
All right. You guys go ahead and take some time, set up camp. Um, and by the time you do, there's still a little bit of time left in the day before it gets too dark to do anything adventurous, I guess. But is there anything you guys wish to do while you have this downtime?
Um, I would ritually cast locate plants and animals just so that in the morning I could have like kind of like a mental map of where they're the closest ones, the biggest clusters, yada yada.
Yeah, you definitely you get a definitely a good sense of their direction and location, and overall you get a general mappage of like where the first bush or plant might be located at.
Okay, good.
Karabar
That's
will
that's me.
go to Leek and be like, about that pie that I asked for, that you were gonna hold on to me
Uh,
for me.
Give him one pie and then just go into my tent and have another one myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
I'll
you
follow
eating
his
your
lead.
pie? Okay. You two go ahead and give me some constitution checks.
Con check. Okay.
Just to check, not a save, right? That's the same modifier.
Actually, I think it's, yeah, let me double check on it, but I think they're the same. Yes, saving throw. Sorry.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Got it. Ooh,
Only
14.
one.
Mine was a 14.
Okay, so 1 and a 14.
A 21 for him, unfortunately.
Oh, 21. Okay. So yeah, Leek, you go and you scarf down your pie and you feel that nice little urge coming through, but it just like fizzles out. But Karabar, what'd you get again?
A 14.
I'm sorry?
1-4.
Well, 14. Okay, so yeah. You go and eat yours and you're immediately transported to
Oh,
your
yeah.
lovely land of bliss and euphoria.
Just
Hell
like the
yeah.
show Euphoria, it's all heroin.
All right.
Never seen it.
All
I'm,
right.
I'm eating another
The
one.
viewers are laughing.
I'm eating another one.
So yeah. And
14.
Car- Karabar, are you in your tent
Yeah, oh
or
yeah.
are you okay, so yeah. So you're closed off to the world, enjoying your thing. Leek, you eat another one?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you roll?
14.
14? There you go. You are in your own little world now.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Flying so high in the sky.
I'm eating a meat pie and then using my healing magic in my dream to remake the pie and then eating it again. The moon is a pie. Saloon lives in a
um,
windmill.
can can so after I finish my ritual and sat down for a while, I probably would imagine that they're probably high in their tents. Can I go to Care Bar's tent? And I want to, in the meantime, while we're like chilling here, I want to cast protection from good and evil on him to see if anything
Okay,
happens.
thank you. What does the spell do again?
Okay. Until the spell ends, one willing creature. Oh, I guess willing. Creature. I guess he's high. I don't know if he
Well,
could
he's
not be willing.
incapacitated, so he'd fail it anyways. So
Okay, cool. Until this spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undeads.
You gotta
The
touch me.
protection. Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Uh, the protection grants several benefits. Creatures of these types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such creature, the target has advantage on any saving throw against the relevant effect.
So you're walking into my tent?
Yes.
Bastard.
I imagine that you're strung out and wouldn't even notice me being there
yeah,
anyway.
yeah. So you enter in the tent and Karabar's laying there, just like uh you know
Half a pie.
in his trance. You go and you place a hand on his foot and you cast a spell, and you know that it takes hold, but it doesn't really do anything. He's still in his trance. He doesn't wake up from it or anything else like that. But you know the spell took effect.
Okay, cool. So at least know something's not actively possessing him. So
Yeah. You make that
good to
deduction
know.
that this is not a possession. This is just something
Okay.
that is, you know, happening.
Okay, cool. All right, that's my first test, but I don't have any of the other stuff prepared until technically tomorrow. So That's all I'll do for now.
Got it. Robert, did you want to do anything with this downtime?
Are we camping close to like the tree line?
I know that's up to you guys. How close to the tree line did you make up camp?
Pretty close.
Um,
Within
yeah,
sight.
I would say within sight, but I don't think we're like we're flanking it. I don't think we're like our backs are to it. I think we're have enough distance that if something pops out, we can kind of like react.
Hmm.
Maybe like 30 feet away from the tree line.
Yeah, like somewhere in that range.
It has absolutely no bearing on the campaign, but I'm just curious since Robert used to be a lumberjack. Do you want to know what type of trees these are?
Um, yeah, I'd say that with your knowledge of trees and stuff like that, as you're a lumberjack, you like these trees. Um, they're basically like I'm no tree expert, but I'd say that they're, if I had to
I
imagine,
know.
they're probably like firs, like Christmas trees. um, but they have wide trunks and everything else like that. The one thing being though is that you've been around these trees before, and as you're kind of like looking at them from the distance as you're resting and stuff like that, you notice that these trees definitely have more of a sickly look to them. Even though that their leaves and pines and stuff like that are definitely thick and bushy like a living tree. It's just they just don't have this degree of just sickliness to
Good to know. Good to know.
What kind of trees were they again?
Like for this.
How can you tell what they are?
Yeah, are they Douglas firs? Are they noble firs? Are they?
You're lobbing you it. Not gonna make the joke. All right, fine.
I don't see the joke.
Okay.
You can tell it's a fur because of the way it is.
Nice.
Guys.
That'll be our week.
Right. uh so you guys go ahead and settle down. um 5 hours go by. After 5 hours, Leek, your trance ends and you come back to reality. um
I ate another pie.
I eat another pie.
You just wake up, you just like out in the middle of the night, and you just like wake up from your trance and like, I gotta go back.
100%.
Okay. All right. You go ahead and roll your Constitution saving throw. An hour later, Karabar, you wake up from your trance.
I think it lasts longer.
That's a good question.
I will wait until Leek's saving throw comes through. Oh, okay. Unfortunately.
And dirty 20.
So you got a dirty 20. Yeah, you go and eat another pie, and the euphoria fizzles out before it can take a hold.
This is some bullshit. I'm only failing like 1 out of 4.
Good thing you bought so many.
I ate another pie.
Roll another save.
8.
8. All right. So you go and you scarf down another pie, and bam, right back into dream world again.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Karabar wakes up. Damn it! And I'll sort of look around and eat the crumbs off my fingertips and do I feel rested at all? Like, was that restful catatonic, or do I feel like I didn't gain any benefits?
No, yeah. This is you wake up and you don't feel like you've, even though you had an amazing time in your little dream world, you do not gain the benefits of a long rest or a short rest, even for that matter.
Ooh.
It's just you wake up and you feel like fine, but you do feel like tired, like you need to sleep.
Okay, well, first things I'll zip my. It probably isn't zipper. I don't know if they've invented zippers in this world, but I'll climb out of my tent and
A butterfly.
I'll go over to Leek's tent and I'll go, Leek, Leek, can I have another pie?
You see, yeah, you go in there and you see he's still tweaked out. And he's in his
Oh,
little trance.
I
He's
wouldn't
oblivious to the
peek.
world.
I wouldn't open his tent or anything. If he doesn't respond, I would just be,
Yeah,
damn
he
it.
doesn't respond at all.
Okay, I would be respectful and I'd be like, okay, and then I'll go back to my tent and go to sleep.
Okay,
Try to go to sleep.
try to go.
Sleeping of, thinking of pies and such.
Right. With that, the rest of the night goes on without a hitch, and you know, Robert, you being the sentry, I'm sure you saw in the middle of the night Karabar come out, go to the tent, whisper something, and then go back to his tent.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much just. They're adults at this point. They can do what they want. If they want to be little drug addicts, you know.
Yeah.
Leek is an adult, right?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'd say physically.
Yeah, like I'm a grown Eric Cochran. He's only like 11, 12. Around there. He's like a middle-aged Eric Cochran.
Do I know that? Does Robert, as a character, know that Leek is an adult? Because I
I
feel
don't know.
responsible.
Did you go into like his history, like when you're older? Did you ask him a bunch of questions about where he's from, what his people are like, and for that matter, does Leek know a lot about his people, or was he just kind of alone?
I mean, presume I never thought that much about it.
Yeah.
He's pretty alone, but he doesn't care that much. You know,
Hmm.
he feels like an adult, so he thinks he is.
Fair enough.
He's been conditioned to be an adult, but he's actually a 13-year-old.
I was gonna say like a 14, 15-year-old guy who thinks they're all mature and shit.
Yeah, right. He's like, oh, coming back to the salt mine, right? So you went to high school, bro.
All right. Well, um, the I'd say the rest of the day night goes by. Um, I'd say Karabar, you once you went back to bed, you got your full night's rest, even though it was slightly unrestful as you're just you're still thinking about them pies.
Mhm.
Um, as everybody else wakes up, um, uh, Leek is still in his trance as everybody gets up for the morning and stuff like that.
Ah, perfect timing.
As soon as I see everybody else getting up, I'll,
Well,
go in
before
his
you
tent.
wake him up, I stop you. I'm like, this is actually the perfect time to analyze these pies because I have a couple things to check, and I think it would be easier if he's asleep.
I mean,
I don't think he would consent to that, guys. I I'm
This
going.
is an intervention.
I'm the voice.
Well, we'll give you a pie.
They're
You
not
know what I'm
yours.
saying?
They're not yours to give. I'm afraid I can't.
They're here though, and technically the wine wasn't ours, but you let us take that. So I'm just having
Yeah.
trouble like figuring out
Where your
what.
morals are.
Well, there was.
Like, I
While
mean,
this
we
is
took the
happening,
wine
I'm
and
I'm
nobody
ritually
stopped us.
casting.
If we take the pies and Leek's passed out and he can't stop us, what's the difference?
I think that at the. I'm perfectly comfortable with analyzing these pies because I would love to know why they're so delicious, but I also think that we should wake Leek and inform him of our intentions.
Keep this going. I'll be
Would
right
you
back.
want to walk out of your thing?
What's that?
Would you want to be woke out of your stupor?
No, never.
So you want to do that to him?
I would rather wake him than steal from him.
We're not
Let's do it.
stealing. Like, the pie'll still be edible. He can still eat it when we're done looking at it.
Yeah.
Is it stealing to look at him when he's walking around? I'm not stealing his weapon. I'm just looking at it while he's carrying it.
Yeah, but trying to give him one of my pies.
I
I mean,
We
touch
can
it.
agree to that, so that's not set in stone yet.
I got a 30-foot range. I'm chilling.
I think that I will hold the pie while you analyze it. How's that?
If that makes you feel better.
Do you think you can resist eating the pie?
As soon as you're done analyzing it, I will wake Leek, inform him of our good intentions, and request the pie as a form of payment.
All right, so this is something that you actually do.
Uh, yeah,
Or
I'm first casting detect magic.
And I'm
okay, so
holding the pie.
okay, so you cast detect magic, and these pies do faintly glow. They do have a certain magical property to them.
Okay. Can I tell what type of magic it is?
They're
What
magically
school?
delicious, obviously.
Lucky Charms, of course. They
Strangely, you do get a straightforward classification on what this type of magic is.
Okay, cool. Um, all right. Next, I'm going to cast detect poison and disease.
They are not poisonous, and they don't register it as a disease.
Okay. Uh, I want to, as the last thing, I want to cast dispel magic on the pie.
On a singular pie or on the whole batch?
Let's do a singular pie for now.
All right. You cast it, spell magic on it. And with your detect magic up, you do see on that singular pie the aura vanish. It is now a normal pie.
Okay.
What'd you find out, Falco?
Okay, so they're definitely magical. I would say a very sinister magic. It seems like there's a lot of like bad juju to it for sure, but they're definitely magical.
Is that your objective opinion,
Um,
or
that's what the spell told me.
okay?
So yeah. Anyway, they're definitely nefarious, and I think I think they're bad news in general. But you know, I've been saying that since the beginning. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. They're not they're not explicitly poison, but they are definitely a bad kind of magic.
I'm gonna turn to Caravar and be like, so like, what do they do? Guys just pass out for a few hours?
No, it's just sort of like they're really, really delicious, and then occasionally they're so delicious that you like ascend into euphoria, and you're there for a few hours, and eventually you have to come back down, which is the biggest bummer of the whole situation, to be honest.
Mm.
But I think that we should wake Leek at this point.
Okay, and I snack.
Leek, you are rudely awakened from your dreams.
What the hell?
Caravar told me to.
That's
What do
not
you
true.
guys
That's not true. So here's the situation. So they wanted to analyze the pies, and I didn't see much harm in it. I wanted to wake you beforehand, but they convinced me that waking you was a bad idea because it's such a good euphoria that why would you want to wake up? They made a good point. They've analyzed the pie. Falco did some weird magical stuff to the pie. Um, here, this is the pie. I was holding it so that they could analyze it and they didn't destroy it or anything. You can have it back, or I can have
You gonna finish that?
it. Huh?
Give me my pie.
Okay, here. Sorry, we didn't wake you. I guess that's fair. And I hand him his pie back.
I eat it.
As you go to like, and it's a strange sensation as you go to hand the pie back, and it's just like that moment, like when someone hands over money and the person takes it, and you like don't want to let go.
Hold on to it a little bit.
You grip it a little bit, but you notice like the pie is breaking, and so you're like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Um, Leek, you scarf down the pie, and nothing happens. And like, this is not like one of those like dud ones. Like with those ones, you actually feel the sensation starting to come, but then it just kind of goes out. This one, nothing happens at all. You don't feel anything surging.
What'd you guys do to my pies?
I'll go analyze it.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't like to be analyzed.
I
Did
don't
they
pretend
ruin the
I know.
pie?
Maybe it doesn't like to be analyzed. Maybe it's actually sentient.
Was it at least good?
Not as good.
Yeah, and like with this one here, like you start to like actually taste the actual pie. Doesn't really taste that great. There's something off about it.
Oh no.
Maybe that was just a dud pie. We'll find out again tonight.
Okay.
Did you eat the whole thing, or did you take one bite, realize it was trash, and stop eating?
Oh, at this point, I'm like shoveling them in my mouth when I eat.
Oh, okay. So you're done basically with the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Poor Falco wanted to try some.
Yeah, sorry, Leek. I told them to wake you before doing anything to get your consent, but I don't know. They outsmarted me. I'm not sure.
It happens to the worst of us. Don't worry.
Well, shall we continue on our? Oh, wait. We were going to go herb searching, right?
Yes. And I have a very clear idea of where these herbs are. So, with that in mind, I'm ready to roll.
Right, how's everybody else?
Who would it?
What are we agreeing to?
Herb search.
Oh yeah. Cool. Let's do it.
Oh, one last thing before we go. I do want to cast one more ritual. I want to roll my dice and see over my bones and see if I could cast Argery to see if going to get these herbs is a good idea. So basically, you could either tell me if this will give me good results, bad results, or a mix of both, or nothing.
You go and you roll your bones, and you look and you analyze them, and you definitely see a mixed result.
Okay. So I get a mixed result. So I kind of take that as it's good because there are like good herbs there, but we'll probably run into some shit. So I let the party know to be aware we're probably gonna run into something while we're out there. But it could potentially come up with something good. So just giving the heads up to the group.
Good to know.
I mean, that's just Barovia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just part of the
Yeah.
course at this point.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, for sure. All right. With that being said, let's get going. I'll helm the search.
I'll
I
take
have
a
to
second.
wear staying back just in case anything comes up behind us.
Oh, and I want to tie a rope to myself and kind of like tie it to the group so we don't get lost in the fog.
Okay.
All right, so you guys kind of chain gang yourself. And you guys go ahead and enter in these dense woods. As you do, definitely the light comes to just barely a dim light. So for those of you who don't have night vision, it's dark and kind of hard to see, especially with the level of fog in here.
Okay, I'll cast.
That's none of us, right?
Yeah, I don't think any of us have done.
No.
I'll cast light on. What do you have? You have a weapon or something, right? Don't you,
I have a staff.
Falco? Okay, yeah. I'll cast light on your staff.
Okay.
All right. As you do, the light emanates, and it helps a little bit. But if anybody's ever turned on headlights in the fog,
Right.
you know all it does is just reflect everywhere, and just you have this really bright, diffused light all around you that makes it a little bit actually harder to see.
Okay, yeah. I drop light.
Yeah.
um,
Ears open, really trying to like listen to see if I hear anything moving in the bush and all that good stuff.
Give me a perception check.
All right. And I would cast a guidance on myself as well. Really trying to, so I'm guiding myself first. So that's a 3 perception. That is a nice. That's a 20, 28.
28. Um, as you get deeper and deeper into these woods, you hear all sorts of sounds. Scurrying, leaves rustling, twigs breaking, and stuff like that. Not like in continuous, but every now and then, enough to keep you on edge. You'll hear a sound on your right, and then you the left, and the back, and the front. There's definitely life in these woods, but whether it's friend or foe, you don't know.
Mm, okay. I keep pressing ahead, going in the direction that I know that these herbs are.
Anybody else doing anything in this interim?
You just following Falco, really.
I'm trying to keep eyes at the back since I'm at the back of the line. Just make sure nothing sneaks up behind us or is following us or anything.
All right. So you go. I'd say about an hour passes as you're traveling through here, and so far it's you're taking it slow, um, trying to navigate through these dense woods, going in and out of trees, trying to find paths through thick bush and bramble. Um, and even with all the noise of wildlife that's kind of going on around you, nothing kind of invades your space. Although it's kind of hard to see as the fog just gets denser and denser the further you go in. Um, so far, you're relatively safe. Do you wish to pursue?
Yep. I'm definitely trying to get to these branches or bush or whatever.
We've been going for like an
All right.
hour. Are we getting any closer? You have a mental map.
Yeah, I was just saying, about how far away are we? If I had to, based on the speed we're going, like about how far I think we have left?
Based off the speed that you're going and the distance of what you know to be the approximate distance are, you say that at your current pace, it'll be another 2 hours before you can go, before you start to see anything.
I'll let the party know that is we still have about we're still about 2 hours out before the closest one. Yeah, that's
So that makes it a 3-hour trip. So once we find it, assuming nothing happens, that's another 3 hours back. So that's 6 hours.
uh wouldn't we if we were to go 3 hours in, wouldn't we be pretty much halfway there to continue all the way to where we're going? I thought we were cutting through the woods.
You're going up northward.
Oh,
Your destination is southward.
gotcha.
So
Okay, yeah.
you could go another 3 hours upward and hit Velaki if you wanted to do that. But if you wanted to go back on UD, you'd have to double back on your route.
Okay, no, then we'll double back. There's no point uh, making the trip that much longer than it has to be.
So we're giving up on the
But
herbs.
Say again?
Are you saying we're giving up on the herbs, or are we making the
No, no, we're
2 hours?
still going. We're just not going to go all the way to Velaki.
Okay.
right, so you guys go ahead and push on.
Right?
Hold on one So the second hour of this journey, and still, even these woods definitely give you a presence of being watched and things going south at any moment. But as this second hour goes by, um, still nothing gets into your way. Um, you could see this as a good sign or a bad sign, depending on your purview. But so far, yeah, smooth sailing at this point.
All right,
Karabar,
keep on pushing.
Karabar says to the group, sort of in a whisper, just because of the tense moment. He's like, you know, you guys said this place was dangerous, but so far it's not. It hasn't been at all.
I knock on one of the trees as we walk by.
And that
I'm
thump,
like,
when you go and you thump on the tree, it almost echoes out into this, it's almost like if you were to did that, like as you did it, it's like you went a little bit like, ooh, that probably wasn't good to do.
I did it.
I in each of your heads say, "Shut up, you idiot!" Just down the line.
Favorite thing about that is you can only talk to one person at a time, right? So you're
Oh
doing it
yeah,
over. Shut up,
yep.
you idiot. Shut up, you idiot.
And
Shut up.
you think it's the only person that I talk to.
Do you say it to Leek too, even though he's being quiet?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely down the line. Equal opportunity.
Give you one
I
of
don't
these.
necessarily know who did it. I can't see.
All right. So you coming up upon this last hour of your journey here. All right. So you push forth, and the temperature in here is also getting pretty cold as well, as like you don't get any light from the sun, and it's kind of like enclosed. It does get pretty chilly in here, more so than you've felt so far here in Barovia. um, but Falco,
Yes.
you've reached the point where you like, okay, I know the herbs are around here somewhere. Um, I need you to do a survival check, and I want you to do this with um, disadvantage, just for the fact that it's super foggy. You can't see probably more than 5 feet in front of you. Even though you have knowledge of where they are, or at least an approximation, you still need to kind of rummage around and
For
kind of
sure.
see it for yourself. So go ahead
Okay.
and give me a survival
So
check.
yeah, so I'm going to guide myself.
Cool.
Uh, that gives me a 2. So first roll, first roll's a 18, and then the second roll is a 21. So it's going to be a dirty 20 with disadvantage.
Nice, nice. And you kind of get on your hands and knees and just kind of like scrubbing around the bushes and stuff like that. And I'd say within the 5 minutes, um, you hit a bush, and from there you see um, uh, bush of relative size. It definitely has like thorny bits, and you kind of come across it as your hand scrapes across when you go ooh, but you look at it and you see these flowers on them, um, white like snow, and small, like about the size of a dime, or in D&D is about the size of a gold coin. Um, and
I always imagine like a silver dollar or something bigger.
Yeah, I always thought they were way bigger than that, but I feel
Have you ever
okay.
seen what
well,
they
I
really
mean,
look like
like,
officially in D&D? They're that weird shape. If you go to your inventory, that like I don't know what shape that is, a rhombus with the two indented sides. That's what gold coins look like in D&D.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
that's
That's gross.
silver's like a triangle?
I hate that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
silver's a
one of it.
triangle.
Oh, I don't like that.
I hate it.
Anyways, you find these flowers that are kind of pocked on this bush, and you kind of get the sense that these flowers are the herb, quote unquote, that you're looking for.
Fantastic. Yeah, I let the party know in their heads what's happening, and I start you know extracting as much as I can.
Alright, keep an eye out. My little
Right.
amulet's floating, and I got my shield out, and just sort of giving him a perimeter so he can do his herbologist thing.
Let's see. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Okay. Can I use my herbalism kit?
Does that give you proficiency on nature checks?
It will give me proficiency in general, but yeah, I would imagine nature plus herbalism to give me proficiency in that.
I'd say this is less about using your kit as it is just knowledge of like how to harvest these
Okay.
and how many that you can harvest successfully.
All right. I'm going to guide myself and hope for the best. Okay. Uh, Whew. Oh, that was almost in that one. That's going to be a 19.
19. All right. You carefully um, harvest a number of flowers on these. You're kind of looking them over, finding which ones are mature enough to use, avoiding anything that are just either too young, that are just buds, or too old that look like they're wilting.
Mhm.
And you get a decent amount. With this, you'd say you can probably craft 2 potions.
Nice. Two regular healing potions or
Just
two like.
two. You can craft either 2 regular healing potions, or you can combine them into one greater.
Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm happy with that for now. I would call this so far a success, and I don't want to push our luck too hard. So I tell the group in their heads what happened, and I'm ready to go back.
All right. Everybody good?
Yeah, let's hightail it the fuck out of here.
All right.
Sweet.
You go ahead and start your way back. And actually, Falco, since you're the one that was leading this endeavor, give me a survival check as you can
All right.
try to, with everybody, since you're in the dead of these woods and surrounded by fog.
Survival check, you said, right?
Yeah, survival. This is just so that way because as you were harvesting these, as going around the bush, picking things out, you need to figure out which
Right.
way is the way you came from.
Okay. With my guidance, I got a 25.
25. All right. So you take a moment and you're like, oh, yeah, we came this way. So you're
I
actually,
remember this tree.
uh, so you're able to find south and start doubling back on the way that you came in. Um,
Awesome.
and so we'll go ahead and go into the first hour of your journey as you go and process through here. And so the first hour goes by, and so far nothing has impeded your progress.
We're stepping in the exact same footfalls that we took in the first way.
Yeah, and you're like even though it's difficult to see as you go
Mhm.
by, you're kind of counting like certain hallmarks of your path. Like, oh, I remember that rock. I know this tree with the like that piece of bark missing. This bush looks familiar, and you're just kind of like using these little landmarks to help guide you.
Mhm.
Such a good druid.
All
Thanks.
Why even have a ranger?
That's so offensive. Like that person.
What's funny is I only have a +1 in nature. I just got really lucky.
Oh, I have proficiency in nature. I should have helped you out there.
Jesus. Of course.
Classic hair
Yeah.
bar.
Thinking about damn pies, not folks on the mission.
It's only because I understand the waxing and waning of the moon. That's how I made it make sense in my head.
Hmm. You're like an
Yeah.
astrologer. Alright.
Yeah, yeah,
Of course.
yeah, exactly. Ask me about the
Not
moon.
that kind of
I
nature.
could talk your ear off. Trees,
Unless they grow by moon cycles, then,
yeah, but I don't think there's any trees that do that.
In D&D, you gotta be crazy.
Uh, yeah, a moon tree. That sounds magical. Yeah,
Yeah, so some super D&D shit.
yeah, it does.
As you guys are going through these woods, it's very difficult to see anything. But you keep you kind of allow your hearing to take over as your primary sense in this area, and uh, you still hear like noises of wildlife every now and then, um, but you start to hear other sounds. Like those sounds stop for a moment. Like you don't hear
Hmm.
any wildlife for a good 10, 20 seconds. But then suddenly you start hearing movement again. What's different? It doesn't sound like what the noises you've been hearing. They sound heavier, more direct.
Hmm. I I let the group know as fast as I can in their heads, trouble. Like I'll just kind of say it as fast as I can to each one of them, uh, and kind of just be on guard. Where do I hear it coming from? Is it like multiple directions, or is it like one big thing coming at us?
It's definitely multiple directions. You hear one coming in from the right, the left, and then ahead of you.
Okay. I'm going to, and you say we've only been traveling back for an hour so far, right?
Hour and a half. This is like you're into your second hour journey.
Okay. I'm going to cast conjure animals, uh, and I want to make two giant spiders, giant ice spiders. Uh, and when I do that as a bonus action, I'm going to turn myself into a giant ice spider as well.
Okay, so three giant ice spiders just kind of apparate. So you turn into one, and two of them pop out.
All right,
Are we
cool.
still all tied together?
Technically,
Yes.
yeah. So you're all
So
now
yeah, I
tied
get
to this
fat.
giant ice spider.
Doesn't he incorporate
Uh,
anything he's wearing into himself? Do we all get sucked into his spider?
like a
No,
biohole thing.
you don't Voltron into him. But you do know like the rope itself is like it tries to stay, and you see that it might form into his body, but because of its most of its thing is outside the periphery of what would be constituted as on his person, it just kind of magically puts itself onto a position that it can still retain around. So the rope is still attached to you, but like on one of its legs,
Hmm.
like
Okay,
at the thinnest
gotcha.
point.
Okay.
Very cool. So I would like to direct my spiders to kind of like place themselves around the party. Like I'll in your heads say these spiders are friendly. Stay close to them.
Okay. All right. Something's going
This
down.
isn't a fullest transformation yet.
Thanks.
I mean, that's true.
Um,
Pretty sweet.
so so yeah, I'm gonna so spiders have a 10-foot blind sight. That's
Hmm.
the reason why I picked them. So anything that's coming, I want them to all kind of ready actions to cast webs if they if I have this opportunity. But if not, then whatever.
I'd say for this, as you summon these spiders, and does your summon have any kind of visual aspect, or do they just like two random spiders just kind of come down from the
Um,
trees?
I think that what's going to happen is I'm going to essentially like explode, like my body itself explodes, and as I explode, what comes back from underneath my skin is a spider, and then all the particles that blew off my body are going to form into other spiders around me,
So you just turned yourself into a big bang.
essentially.
All right.
I created life from
Right.
my body. I gave birth to these spiders.
All right. So as these spiders apparate and stuff like that, and you kind of take up this V formation in front of the rest of the party, um, your spiders kind of like go up a little bit, and and to the rest of the party, you Falco, I'm pretty sure you have sense like as far as how distance and how
Mhm.
far, so you can keep track of where your quote unquote minions are at any time. But the rest of the party, you see these two ice spiders that Falco summoned, and they walk into the fog a little bit, and they kind of just disappear from sight as the fog just kind of envelops them. Um, but as they do, you hear a couple humanoid yells of like panic and fear. And then those footsteps um, that Falco you heard, just suddenly you hear those footsteps like fading off into the distance in rapid pace as the whatever it is that was coming upon you is fled.
Mm. I
Nice.
say into people's minds, I think I scared them off. But that's concerning that whatever these humanoids were can see through the fog where we can't.
Or they were close enough to see them whenever they got out of our line of sight.
Mm, potentially. Um, but yeah, so I think that for the last hour, well, they last for an hour. So I would say to the party, would you guys want to ride a spider, through the trees
I
for at
don't
least an
want
hour?
to touch them at all.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what Care Bar's problem is, but like, let's go.
When am I ever gonna get a chance to grab another spider?
Are they faster than me?
They have a 30-foot climb speed, so in my head, they're kind of like Tarzaning slash like walking through the trees themselves, not on the ground.
Well, I'm tied by rope, so I can be
You
pulled
just stay in
along.
the way.
Yeah,
Just
You
so much
can't
rug
allow.
burn on your waist.
yeah.
Oh my
Now
god,
you know
that
how
was
that
great.
guard felt.
Mm.
Jesus.
All right. I'd say with your new spider companions, and you yourself being an ice spider and having the blind sight and
Hmm.
being a pretty imposing figure here in these woods, I'd say the last hour of your journey goes off without a hitch.
All right.
Yeah.
And you emerge from the woods, um, really close to where you've actually came in. So, um, so you're kind of back at where your campsite was last built, and I'd say that because of that whole area, took you 6 hours to go in. I'd say you guys woke up pretty early, right?
I
Seven,
would
eight.
imagine.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
So it's definitely well past noon. Um, and you have a little bit of traveling distance. I'd say if you guys were to look at the map, I'd say you could probably make it to the like either depending on where you wanted to make camp, probably on the opposite side of the little lake, or if you push it a little bit, you could probably make it to the bank of the river.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
get to the river, I guess. We can push it a little
Mm-hmm.
bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. Have a quick lunch and head out.
Yeah, sounds good. I was gonna say, like, I didn't cast a good berry, so I actually have to go hunting.
Do you not have rations?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll just eat a ration. My bad. Completely forgot. I've been so good buried up. I actually haven't eaten any rations the whole game.
Oh shit, I don't think I have rations.
Sucks to suck.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
do. I do. I do. It's fine. It's fine.
I'd be like,
I got some. It's cool.
Oh, and I forgot to mention,
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Leek. Since you ate 2 pies and was entranced throughout the night, you did not get a full rest, so you are at 1 point exhaustion.
That makes sense.
Did any of us notice this when he woke up, just looking like shit, or like was it
Um,
kind of like?
I mean, he's a bird, and it's kind of hard to tell when a bird looks like shit. But at first, it didn't really it wasn't apparent because I mean, you woke him up, he looked perturbed and stuff like that. Kind of just didn't. But after that 6-hour journey and stuff like that, he's definitely looking a little exhausted, ragged.
Mm.
Mm.
Carabar would probably take notice and say, "Hey, you doing okay, buddy? You need some healing? Did you get hurt? Are you okay?"
Uh, I just need another night with my pies.
Yes. Speaking of pies, I was wondering if I could potentially get another one for the night. Maybe two because it wore off halfway through the night. I don't know if it happened to you, but I know I don't have any gold and I didn't pay for any of these, but I can definitely pay you back later, or heal you when you need it, or whatever you need.
Okay, I got yeah, I can do that for another night. I only got 8 pies left.
So you're gonna give me one or two?
I can give you 2 this night.
Ah, phew. Okay, cool. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Anything you need, any healing, anything that I can provide. If I get any gold, it's yours.
Let's see what Saloon provides you.
Fair. Thank you.
Sure, I'd say that like when you stopped for lunch, you guys took a short rest. So if you wanted
Sweet.
to count that as a short rest, you could do that.
Yeah.
And then you guys go ahead and push on and try to get as far as you can, I should say. You go ahead and you push on. You're making some distance. And you're kind of lagging behind the party a little bit as you're finding it hard to kind of keep up. But I mean, you're still with the group. But I'd say by the time it became sunset, you guys are on the opposite side of the lake, probably in between the banks of the river and the opposite side of the tiny lake. You guess that if you want, you could probably make it to the bank before it gets too dark.
Yeah.
So just to make sure I'm clear, we're talking Luna River, this little lake right here, directly south of Valaki.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, and we're trying to go around the lake to keep going south.
No, we're in between now that little lake and Luna River. Like that's how it makes that upside down Y situation
Mhm.
with the little
Yeah.
patch of forest. Yeah, that's where we are. And we're gonna, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna push to see if we can make it to the bank of the river.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Off to get to the
Gotcha.
ruins. outside.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, we're pushing.
All right. All right. So you guys go ahead and push on. And before too long, just as it gets to the point where it's actual dark, you make it to the bank of the river. Um, and you find a nice spot to make camp and are free to set up. Anything you guys wish to do during this period?
Mm,
Uh, just eat a pie before bed. I'll give a couple to Caravan too.
Yeah. I'll set up my tent,
um,
do my prayers, and then yeah, do the same thing. Eat a pie in my tent.
I asked Karabar if I could look at the pie before he eats it.
No, because you ruined that last one. So no.
Can I? So stupid. Can I try to catch some fish from the river? I have no fishing equipment. I'm just gonna try and snatch them out of the river.
Like a bear?
So
Bear. Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll rage beforehand. We're about to sleep. It's fine. I'll rage. So I shift into my little bear form.
so you go rage fishing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
So yeah, you go up to the bank of the river, and it's deep enough where you would know that where fish could pass through, but it's shallow enough where you're not having to wade through water. So you enter into your bear form and give me a survival check.
Not great at those. See? Well, nope. Natural one.
Oof.
Natural one. Um, you see a decently sized fish, and it's like it's trying to go upstream, and you go and you take a swipe at it, and it like you feel like you grab something, but then you look at your paw, and nothing's there. Fish is gone. You don't know what happened.
Look at Falco enviously. Doing all the camp.
I look over and do you want some help or some tips maybe?
I feel like when you change into a bear, it's a lot more real than when I do it.
No, don't say that. Real is a construct. We all have our lots in life. To tell you the truth, I'm not even a real dragonborn. I was turned into this a long time ago. So like I say, it's kind of is all a contract. But I can kind of show you some tips, and can I just spend some time showing Robert how to fish more effectively by hand?
Are you going to attempt to fish as example?
Sure. Yeah, I'll try to. I'll attempt.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a survival.
See, you have to
Thanks.
you have to try to go where it's going, not where it's at. See,
Hmm.
that's the trick. Ooh, well, that's not great. That's an 11.
11. It's still pretty decent. You sit there and you wait for a fish to appear, and you see some movement, and you go and you uh, strike for it, and you pull up a relatively small fish. Nothing huge like a giant salmon, but might it's still a catch.
Yeah, see, and maybe if we go into deeper water at some point, we can try again with to get a little something. But yeah, it's all about anticipation. Where it's going, not where it's at.
I learned a lot tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. The only two non-drug addicts learning a Leave the Beaver moment.
Speaking of which, those of you who are participating in these delicious pies, please roll me some Constitution saves.
17.
Bummer. 18.
17. Yeah. Both of you, you eat your pie, you feel that sensation start bubbling up, and then it's lost.
Fuck.
Just like
How many
that,
you got left?
like a moment of just like you have an idea and it's coming, and then oh shit, what was I thinking about?
I'm thinking of another pie.
Same.
All right. If you go in and just another pie, give me another save.
After this one, 4.
Ooh, 14.
14.
At 20, 23.
Yeah. Karabar,
Yeah.
you've fallen to La La Land.
Yes.
Leek, you are still in reality. A little perturbed.
I'm shoveling pies in me until it happens.
You want to learn how to fish instead? Look, we're doing some cool shit over here.
Pie's
All
big.
11.
right. Your third pie, and it's a what?
11.
11. All right. Your third pie, this one was a little harder to get down because these pies are they're filling. Um, and this pie, yep, you're now back into your dream world.
Backstroking through a pool full of pie. I know you're flying, but I
Um,
imagine a backstroke.
All right. Falco Robert, anything else you wish to do before you turn in?
I'd probably talk to Robert a little bit more and just be like, so about these pies. I mean, clearly they're going to run out at some point, but I don't know how to get it across these fools' heads that they are clearly the lady who made it is evil. The pies are evil. When what they're doing is not only like you saw Leek today. You know, he looked like shit, and they're gonna binge themselves to death on these things. Like, do we just let them die? Like, what
I have an idea.
or
I have an idea. At least
what
for Leek. Karabar, not so much. He's,
for the
for
straight?
Leek anyway, for Leek. Okay. I mean, it's been a while since he fought anybody, right? Which he loves doing. Okay, you or me, preferably you, because I'll feel a little bad, have to challenge him because you're right, he looked like shit. You have to challenge him, and he has to lose, and we have to blame it on the pie,
Mm. Ah,
right? It could work.
a no drug campaign. Yeah, can't play basketball on dope.
Look what the pies are doing to you. You're
Mm-hmm.
so weak, you can't even fight the druid, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie,
Yeah,
though,
I'm
you
not
guys.
even.
Maybe we should
Oh,
have this
thanks.
now. But anyway, yeah, we gotta kick his ass, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the only language he knows.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It needs to be done.
All right, I'll challenge him. What you think tomorrow morning or tomorrow like evening?
Mm, let's let himself. We'll see how he looks in the morning, but it might be like let him wear himself out throughout the day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, okay. All right, yeah. Right when he's at his worst. All right. Yeah, that sounds
Good
good.
plan. I like this.
All right, cool, cool. I
All
give a
right.
fist bump.
All right. Plans in place. You guys go into your designated sleeping spots and go off to bed. 5 hours pass by, and Karabar,
Yes.
you wake up from your trance.
Oh God.
Hmm.
And I already ate the other pie, so I will
Yeah.
do the same thing. Crawl out of my tent, go over to Leek's. Leek,
And Leek is still out. No response.
Leek. Tap on the tent. Fuck.
But as you exit out your tent, you look around, and yeah, obviously you see Robert there staring at you. um, but you get the feeling that it's pretty close to morning.
Shit. Uh. Hey, Robert. Just wondering.
Yeah.
I was just gonna see if Leek was up, if I could get a pie, but I guess he's still out. So later. And I go back into my tent.
You don't want to? We can hang out.
Oh, I'm beat. I'm really tired for some reason, so I'm just gonna see if I can get a few more shut eye before the sun comes up or whatever it does around this place. But yeah. If Leek wakes up, wake me up, cause I want a pie. Cool.
You go ahead and you crawl back into your tent, and you try to get whatever sleep you can.
I pull Kazan out of my bag after Karabar goes back to sleep, and I'm just thinking, you'll hang out with me, right? He's always gonna be Kazan in my
Yeah,
head. I will never call him.
Um, a couple more hours go by, and Robert, you feel this is kind of like the time where it's pretty much morning. It's about 6, 7 o'clock, or about 6 in the morning. You feel like people will start waking up any minute. Um, and that's just about the time. Leek, you come out of your trance.
Well, that was a good long one. I think it might be too late to have another pie. It's never too late for another pie, and I eat one.
All right, make a save.
That's great.
15?
15. You go right back into dreamland.
Hell yeah.
All right. All right. Well, everybody starts waking up in the morning. Karabar, you wake up begrudgingly. You did not get a full night's rest, so therefore you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh God.
Falco, Robert, you're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You go ahead and start, doing your morning preps and rituals and stuff like that. And Leek has still not come out of his tent.
I guess we'd push it as long as at least I would probably leave him be until we're ready to go, and it's to the point where is he?
Yeah,
And then
you wake up, you guys get up. It's 1 hour goes by, 2 hours go by, 2.5, and you're like, okay, something's. Leek, you are rudely awakened from your dreams.
Yeah.
Why, every day? Why?
To do. Come on.
Robert, you notice he looks absolutely horrible as Leek. You take another point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
You.
What's level
Surprise,
2
surprise.
It's like saving throws.
It'll tell you if you go up to exhaustions. It'll tell you I think it'll tell you what it does.
Yeah. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Oof.
That's
Speed
rough.
is out.
Yeah.
Bucks.
Yikes.
Mm. I hear flying about to fall out the sky every flap.
Oh God. I didn't sleep so well.
Slept pretty good.
Worth it.
Clear your tent away, man. We gotta go.
put my 10 away at half speed.
You see, like he's putting his like as if someone with the least amount of effort possible, just like half-assing his putting his tent away.
Taking the stakes out of the ground instead of pulling them out. Yeah.
Fine. Let's go.
As Leek goes and does this thing, the rest of you kind of look around and you actually like look down the south down the river towards where you kind of estimate where these ruins are, and you do see out in the distance, kind of like on the horizon, you do see a bit of structures that might indicate where the ruins are.
Yeah,
That might be it right over there.
Yeah, I guess try to follow the river until we see like a shallow enough spot to cross. And then cross.
We can cross right here, and in the time we were waiting for a leak to finish this thing, I would have just ritually cast water walk.
Oh,
Can you cast it
So,
on multiple people?
Yep. This spell grants the ability to move across liquid surfaces such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava as if it were harmless solid ground. Creatures crossing the lava can still take damage from the heat, up to 10 willing creatures. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Nice.
Up to 10. Wow.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Everybody's Jesus.
So, yeah, I do it, and I just, just walk on water very casually. But the way it looks is like that black kind of Gara style sand. They create footholds on the water as I'm walking on it. So every step, it just like moves in front of the step in front of it.
pretty sweet.
Cool.
It looks like that for you guys too.
Sweet.
I just like instinctually fly over.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And give me actually no checks on this. Because your movement is halved, you go and you take off and you're doing okay, but like halfway across the river, you just I can't do this, and you just like nosedive into the water.
Oh shit. With water walk, do I just bounce off the water or
Pretty much. I mean, I don't think it's like a solid surface kind of thing, but if the target is submerged in liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface at a rate of 60 feet per round. So you would break the water like normal, but as soon as you stop descending, you would just automatically rise up.
Come on, buddy. We gotta get going. It was a rough
I
night.
make meaningful eye contact with Malco. After the fish just fell out of the sky.
All right,
Yeah, you
so
guys are
you
in it
guys
now.
managed to drag a Leek across the rest of the way across the river. You get back onto your feet, and you guys start making your trek down towards the ruins. But as you do, as the rest of you like continue on a normal path, you see that Leek is lagging far behind, just like trying to keep up. But you guys are apparently going too fast for him.
Bro, you gotta pick up the pace.
what is with you guys today? You're power walking the whole way.
You're being really slow.
I
And he's
don't
just
think
drenched, like just like a wet bird, just saddest thing
I'm
ever.
definitely the fastest one here. Right? It's not me. It's you guys.
To be fair, I did get faster.
I got faster too.
Okay, well then show me.
I run hella
Like you like kind of try to like psych yourself up, and you go and you give like a mad dash, but like you don't get like maybe 30 feet, like just normal walking distance, before you just like you're just out of breath, and you just like you can't like you having a hard time to catch your breath and everything else like that.
In Robert's head, you just hear this guy definitely needs his ass kicked.
Oh, yeah. just nod at you.
Are you okay,
Fine,
buddy?
guys.
Do you need healing?
Let's just hurry up with the day. Let's get to our tents tonight. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Here, if are you hurt? I'll walk over to him and I'll cast Lesser Restoration. Does this help at all? And I sort of you glow sort of with a blue light for a second.
Does it help?
I don't think Laceration gets rid of exhaustion.
It doesn't. No.
No.
Okay.
You do feel a faint warmth, and from the spell and stuff like that, but you still feel like shit.
Did that
Yeah,
help?
totally. Let's
Okay.
go.
Cool.
All
Cool.
right,
Cool.
yeah. Let's go.
Great. Useful.
Useful.
Press on.
All right. I'd say from the distance there, trying to keep pace with Leek's pace. You guys make it to the edge of the ruins, although it took you twice as long to get there as it probably normally would. But let me bring up.
So about what time is it then? Did it take us like all day to get there?
It took you probably the better part of the day. I'd say it's kind of like late afternoon, maybe 1-2 o'clock.
Why don't we
But,
just call up your guys? I mean, it's as good a spot as any. Let's just set up camp. Take it easy tonight.
I mean, I'm feeling a little rough too. I'm not opposed to it. Maybe have a few more pies. How many pies do you have left?
One.
I don't know, Karabar. It's on average it's taking me about 3 pies a night. I got 3 pies left.
Just build up a
All right.
tolerance.
I look at Robert and say, you know what? I think it might be time to take a break. I start cracking my knuckles.
Yeah, this is I think let's break for lunch at the very least, right?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. You can sorry, Dan, you can continue with your description of the ruins that we cut you off
I'd
for
say
from.
sure.
this happens just right outside the ruins, so you guys haven't really got up to it. So if you want to guys do your little thing here before you guys properly enter into ruins, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I think it needs to happen. So I say, hey, Leek, I'm cracking my neck. And just like, you know, I was thinking, you and I have never sparred. I think that it should be, it's about that time to see what you got.
A fight?
Yeah, let's do it.
I could fight,
You and
yeah,
me.
let's fight.
All right. I'm not going to go easy on you, though.
Oh, I would hope not. That's half the fun.
Good. All right. So I just line up ready.
All right. Would you like me to provide you a map?
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, I think that would be
Yeah.
best.
With his
Okay,
half
let's
speed,
fire.
that's might come into play.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and.
Yeah, I don't expect this to go well.
Yeah.
But in character, ooh, I'm an ass kicker. Let's go.
Right? Yeah. It's like the notion of you haven't had a good fight in a long while, and it's like it's been a while since you actually dished out some stuff. So the prospect of fighting is definitely kind of boosts your spirits up, and for a moment you forget that you're even tired. We'll go ahead and get this little situation taken care of as Falco has just challenged a worn-torn Leek to combat or to a sparring match. You guys take your positions along this position shoreline here, and take a few steps back. Go ahead and give me initiative.
All right.
And I do believe initiative is a check, so go Leek with disadvantage.
It is, huh?
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, even better. All right, yeah, you're first.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, I only got an 8.
Okay. So Leek, even though with 2 levels of exhaustion in you, the thrill of this fight it gives you a surge of energy, and you're able to go first. As you just look down the field, and I'd say, um, actually, would you have transformed before or after the fight was initiated, Falco?
I would do it after the fight was initiated.
Okay, so let me go ahead. Just for purposes, we'll go ahead and put this down here first, and we'll
Okay,
move
yeah.
you off to the side for a second.
All right, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Leek, you have the field.
All right, we're just gonna go, yeah, 5, 10, 15 within my halved movement.
Yeah, you go and you jolt towards Falco, and you just get up to him, but just as you do, you just feel almost out of breath.
Mm.
Taking out my quarterstaff. Not the potentially cursed one, just the regular one. And then I
With
just want
that
to,
sharpened stick on it, on the one that you sharpened at one point.
yes, I want to just smack him across the face with it.
All
Sure.
right.
I assume the blunt end.
Yeah, I'm not trying to actually stab.
Draw blood on the first hit. It's like, oh shit, this guy's trying
All
to kill
right.
me.
Go ahead and attack.
13.
Miss.
Whack. I'll have extra attack now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You do.
19.
That hits.
Right.
knew
So
it.
you go in for a swing, and Falco, you see the first swing coming in. You just kind of lean back, and it goes whoosh. But with an astonishing speed, he comes back with a backhand of the staff, and it catches you off guard and manages to clip you on the chin for
9 bludgeoning.
All right. Okay.
And then let's, let's spend a key point and make it a stunning strike.
Ooh.
Oh
All right.
shit.
And I have to roll a con save.
Yes, it is Constitution 14.
Uh, oh, 13.
Oof.
Actually, I'm going to. Let's see. It's my first time trying to use this, so we'll see. I want to use slippery barbs. I think this will help me in this situation. You magically distract the targeted creature and return its momentarily uncertainty to. Okay. The triggered creature must reroll the d20 and use the lower roll. So I think I want to slippery barbs the attack. Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, so I'm giving you disadvantage on that hit.
What did I roll? The
I
attack
think
was.
I think you was a 19. Yeah, it was a 19.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a 19.
Second roll, 11.
Whew. All right.
All right.
And I will give myself advantage on the next one. So
All right.
cast that.
So yeah, so you go. The first thing, you lean back, and in fact you just catch the backhand coming through here, and you manage to lean past that one as it flies by, nearly hitting you. Leek, I believe you can. Fury of Blows is only on a hit, right?
Let me double check.
I think
Actually,
no, I think even if you miss, you could still. It's just an attack action, I believe. But
True.
definitely check. But I
Well,
think
your
you're
bonus,
supposed to.
because you have a bonus attack, like you can get a free bonus, um, unarmed attack. But I think with Flurry of Blows, you might have to, if you successfully land, and spend a key point to do Fury of Blows, if I'm not mistaken.
after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus
Okay,
action.
so just as long as you make an attack.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna Flurry of Blows.
All right.
That is 18 to hit
That hits.
for 9 damage, and that's a
Literally
stunning
the
strike.
exact same thing. All right, cool. 9 damage. All right, let's try this again. Okay, that's a 22.
All right, saved by a wide mile. And then the second hit, 15 to hit.
That misses.
Oh, damn. AC's higher than I thought.
Yeah, 17.
I think that's
I
all
got
I
a
can do.
shield.
So Leek comes in with 2 whiffs uh, on the staff, and then comes in, gives you with a solid kick, and you almost feel your body tense up and seize, but you manage to shrug it off, and then comes in with another unarmed kick, but you manage to deflect that away. Falco,
What
it's now your
when I
turn
used
to
the slippery
recover.
barbs, I was just like, bro, are you even trying? It's just trying to like get extra confidence.
Right.
Um, so I'm going to, matter of fact, I'm going to as a third level cast Moonbeam directly on top of a Leek.
Oh, shit.
So that is a con save of 16.
Now I roll low for con saves. 5.
Of course. All right. That is 3d10.
Oof.
Ooh, baby, that's 25 damage.
All
Oh,
right.
great. True
So
10.
yeah, you see a
Yeah.
momentary like circle in the sky kind of part a little bit as a solid ray of moonlight just kind of descends around you, and then you just feel this energy hit you, Leak,
Uh,
for a
Ow.
substantial amount of damage.
and I'm going to use my bonus action and change into a giant spider, and that's where that will come in.
Got it.
Um, and I'm going to use my movement and back up 30 feet.
Right. What, 5 and
You would get
15,
the attack of
20,
opportunity.
25, 30.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the giant spider can like crawls away, and you get an attack if you wish to take it.
Nat
That's
1.
a
Oof.
That one. You go, and it's like it's too quick for you. You go, and you were about to take a swing, but it's already at a distance.
all right, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, Leek, what are you doing?
The whole thing is like I don't realize I'm like getting fucked up. Like I know I'm tired, but not to the extent, right? So I'm just gonna try to run at him
5,
and
10,
15,
15.
20, and then I'm winded.
Well, you get up to like, cause oh yeah, wait, no, is your movement? Oh yeah, you have
Yeah,
extra movement
no.
because you're a monk. Yeah. Okay. So you get up there, and you just like ah. And it's like you have to stop. You have to like that. You feel like you can push up and get up to him, but you'd be completely out of energy.
Right. So let's burn a key point to bonus action, step of the wind,
Mm.
and dash
Okay.
to get up to him, and then take a couple swings.
All right. So yeah, you focus your key energy to give you that little extra umph of speed to get up there while maintaining your energy to unleash some blows.
Real quick before that happens, you would have to save from the moonbeam starting your turn in it.
Oh, really?
hmm
Damn it.
If I do it, or if you enter or start your turn there.
Okay, so it was Constitution, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, that's
All right.
19.
There. Yeah, that's a great one. And that's only 5 damage, so it's half to 10. Sorry, half. That's 10 damage, half to 5. I can
Got
do
it.
math.
Okay, I got up, I swung, and I rolled a 2 for 10.
Okay. I believe that misses. I have to make sure I got the spider's AC,
Oh, yeah,
but
spider thing.
yeah, 14. Yeah, yeah, it misses.
Swinging again. Another 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah,
dude.
and Leek, you're feeling that exhaustion kick in as you go, and you're trying to make these swings, but for some reason, this very once light staff just feels like a piece of heavy, heavy stone as your movements just feel sluggish going through this. The Falco is just easily dodging these attacks.
I have
I
power bonus action, so that's my turn.
All right. So my turn. I'm going to, as action, move that moonbeam right on top of you.
Okay.
That's another con save.
Man, Moonbeam is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
follower of the goddess.
Don't say anything.
18.
All right. That's definitely a save. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to save my slippery for something else. Oh, actually, I couldn't even do it if I want to. Never mind.
Slippery barbs.
Yeah, I couldn't do it if I wanted to though. But 13 half to was it 6?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
6 points of damage.
Under
And can I do anything with my bonus action? I don't think so, but I just want to make sure that I got nothing. Yeah, that's nothing. So yeah, I'm done with that. Actually, yeah, I'm done with
Are you
that.
done with your turn?
Um, I think I'm going to move 30 feet again. I can tell he's slow, so I'm going to just kind of keep on doing that. It's better to take one attack of opportunity than a flurry of blows.
Did you want to keep backing up, or did you want to go past him?
I don't want to go into the moonbeam, so I'll I'll probably just keep backing up.
Okay. I guess I'll move the other way just so we have plenty of map to work with.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, makes sense.
I am the DM. I can make maps.
I am the map maker.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop one.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also keeping up so I can keep watching.
That's
Oh,
fair.
there you go. Yeah.
So another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm screaming out,
Starting
"You
my
see the
turn.
power of the moon?"
Oh, and my moonbeam, by the way, looks like a black light coming down from the heavens.
Oh, cool.
I started my turn in it, and I rolled an 8 for the con save.
All right. Roll that spell damage. Okay. Oh shit! I hit cast instead of. Woo! That's 21 points.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
shit. Oh my god.
Moonbeam's the
Still in
truth. Still in it.
And
I
Leek,
love
you're
it.
just being pummeled by this moonlight energy.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have had an attack of opportunity, by the way.
Yeah, if you wanted to
Okay.
take your.
That's right. 27 to hit
That hits for sure.
for
Too
12
bad you
damage.
didn't have Sentinel.
12 damage. Yeah, I know, right? 12 damage in my spider form. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
And
So as
I'll
he
do a
backs away, you get that. Were you going to use your reaction?
Oh, I can't cast spells in
Oh yeah,
beast
that's
form.
right.
So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, as he backs up, you go. You kind of predict this, and so you try to preemptively strike as he backs up, and you manage to get a nice clock into him as he backs up.
How much was
Before
it?
once again,
12.
12? Alright, sorry.
before once again being pummeled by this moonlight energy,
Oof.
just bring you down and down. Leek, what do you do?
Well, I'm too tired to run.
I dropped my my moonbeam. I failed my con save.
Oh,
Oh,
was
shit.
so this was okay. So he gains back that because this would have
Yeah,
taken
yeah.
place. Yeah.
So that 21 is negated.
Oh,
All right.
nice. Okay.
So yeah, just before this energy pummels you again, it dissipates, and the skies form back up into another cloudy, overcast. Um, you are now free to do what you need to do.
I'm going to fire some sunbolts from 30 feet away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
26
Yeah.
to hit,
That hits.
10 radiant,
Oof. I am so close to down.
and the second attack is a nat 1.
That misses.
Do my I can do I can do flurry of blows with the sunbeams, right? It's just like any attack.
I
I
believe so.
think flurry bows have to be unarmed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
think as your class, you can do it for any attack. I believe that.
Special
Again, I
range
could be wrong.
attack at 30 feet. Yeah, it uses Dex modifier, deals radiant damage. You do martial arts die. When you take the attack action, you can spend 1 key point to make the special attack twice as a bonus action, and use this attack as any of the attacks using the extra attack feature. So yeah, you get like a second flurry of blows, which is just 2 beams. I don't think I can split them up though. I can't do like a punch and a beam with flurry of blows. It has to be both of one.
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
Right.
Random D&D
22
roll.
to hit.
That hits.
Another 10 radiant.
I am out of spider form.
Right.
And then the last one is 2. 10 total.
That misses. So
All right.
would that be 4 into my normal health? All right.
All right. So Leek, you go and like I can't keep running after this guy. So you focus your chi energy into yourself and you just unleash a hail of energy bolts at him. One kind of goes astray, but most of them hit and knocks Falco out of his spider form and takes a little bit of damage on that himself. So Falco, what are you doing?
I rub my my scorched chest and be like, okay, all right, I like what you're doing, and this might be dumb, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back to the giant spider. So I turn back into a spider again as a bonus action, and with my action, I'm going to cast a web, or not cast, but shoot a web at him as an attack roll.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
All right, that is going to be that's a 22 to hit.
Oh, shit. What's my AC? 18? Yeah, that hits.
Nice. So I shoot a web at you, and that's my turn.
What does that
Ooh,
web do exactly?
that dude.
Okay, yeah. So sorry, I probably should have read it. Web, +5 to hit, range 30 feet. One creature, the target is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained target can make a DC 10 strength check, bursting the web on a success. The webbing can also be attacked or destroyed. AC 10, HP 5, vulnerability to fire damage, immune to bludgeoning, poison, and psychic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you're just covered in goo and
I know. I'm trying
restrained.
not to that game. Uh, I would just try to break out. Like, I wouldn't attack it, even though that would be the way easier and better.
For sure.
All right. What was that your turn, Falco?
Yep, that's my action.
Okay, so Falco goes in, unleashes this web, spinning out from Falco, and then it covers Leek's form. You are cocooned in this web. Although your hands are free to make attacks, you feel compelled to break out of it. Go ahead, and it's a strength check, correct?
Yes.
All right. Is it a check or it's a check, right? Not a save.
The check. Yeah.
All
With
right. So this
disadvantage.
is yes, this would be a disadvantage.
All right,
Oh
20.
damn! Sure as hell.
20.
Yeah, roll.
Yeah, even with this fatigue you set in, you flex and you push all your might into snapping this web, and you've broken free.
You just stretch away.
Yeah, just
Cool.
snap out of it. Shit, I could. Yeah, let's use my second to last key point and do a patient defense, a bonus action.
Okay.
Nice.
So you expend this energy to break free, and you just take a moment and reflect, and you get into a defensive posture for any oncoming attacks. Falco.
I get really hyped that he broke out. I'm like, okay, you got a little kick in you. And with that hypeness, I am going to go into a rage.
Oh shit!
Right.
Raging.
Yeah, the spider. You see the
So-
eyes glow, and just lets out a shriek as it goes into a raging fury.
Yep. And then I'm 30 feet away, so I use my full movement to get up close. Actually, let me see if my web comes back. Was that a 3? No, it doesn't come back. So I roll up to him on a raging, and I'm gonna go for a bite. I'm gonna bite his ass.
His ass.
I'm biting his ass
Literally.
Yeah, directly on the ass.
right on the ass. It'd be better if you were restrained, but it's all good. All right. That's probably not gonna hit. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to hit.
Nah.
All right. I go for a bite and I miss.
Right. So yeah, he comes down for a bite, and Leek, you see it coming, and you roll out of the way, and basically, Falco, you bite dirt. Falco or Leek, what's your action?
Some more sunbolts. Like I've been hanging out with Robert a long time. I know punches and kicks don't really work when you're raging.
Mm,
Fair.
23,
That hits.
8 damage,
8 damage. All right.
and then 14 to hit.
That is my AC.
Barely. All right. 6 radiant damage.
All right.
A little bonus action attack. A freebie one. Oh, 14 to hit again.
14 hits.
6 radiant.
All right. I am very hurt.
On the sidelines, I want to turn to Karabar and be like, "Hey, who do you think's gonna win?"
well, I hope that they're both safe, but I think that honestly, it's pretty even so far. I couldn't even venture a guess.
You're no fun.
I'm like,
All
"Bet."
right. So yeah, so
Just have money.
Leek, Falco comes up running, tries to bite you, but you nimbly dodge out of the way, and you just unleash a torrent of bolts into him, and they all strike. Any other things you wish to do?
I think I'm good.
All right, Falco, what do you
All right.
do?
I'm going for that bite.
Go for it.
Does your web
Let's
recharge?
see. Oh yeah, let me try that. Hold on. I'm Sorry, I have to roll this just because I had already clicked on it, but I'm not actually taking this.
3d20.
It's crazy. Yeah, I was trying to undo it in the process, and it just turned into a whole thing. Oh, it does come back. Cool.
Nice.
But I'm not going to use it right now. I'm still going to go for the bite. All right, let's see. Oh my God, terrible. That's going to be a 7.
Ah.
All right, that's my turn.
So I just kept blasting.
Go for it. As Falco goes and tries to bite and again, but even though he's looking a little ragged, he's still got a little pep in his step as he kind of nimbly dodges out of the way.
20 to hit,
That hits,
9 radiant.
and I am back into my normal form.
Keep on blasting. That's what I'm good at.
Woo!
24 to
Dang,
hit.
these rolls.
That hits too. Hold on a second. Let me just before you give me more damage. Let me just get my math right. So wait, how many do I have left?
Carabot turns to Robert and says, Leek's looking rough, but he's holding his own. I think I'll put my money on Leek. Not that I have any money.
So the first one's 9. So
Okay, here's the
3.
deal. Here's the
Okay.
deal. I will give you 2 whole gold if Leek wins. But if Falco wins, you gotta go a full 24 hours without mentioning Saloon.
Ooh. Well, I value my faith more than I do money. So, no.
Second. So
Saloon's trying to provide for you and you're turning it away.
So, Saloon would test my faith in this way, and I won't. I won't concede. No, money is not more
Alright.
important.
You know what? I secretly respect you for it, but I'm not gonna say it.
All right.
7 radiant for the other one.
Yep. I did the math. I calculated into my total. I'm looking like hurt.
Uh, bonus action bolt.
Bonus
Alright.
section bowl. Oof.
Nice.
5 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
9 radiant.
Damn.
9 radiant. All right. All right. Yeah, definitely taking some hits.
That is my turn.
All
All
right.
right, cool.
So Leek unleashing some of these bolts into Falco here. Falco, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to cast. I think I'm going to cast Conjure Animals, and I'm going to. I think I'm going to get two spiders again. So they go directly after my turn. So use my turn to cast that.
And these are ice spiders or just what kind of spiders?
Yeah, sure. I just put them as ice spiders.
All right.
Regular spiders and ice spiders are the exact same, just with resistance to ice.
Okay,
Cold.
but are their size still large or are they smaller?
Yeah, they're the exact same. So size large, all that.
Oh, okay.
And I'll put one directly behind me. So actually, I'll put them directly to the side of him, so they're flanking.
There you go.
Yeah. Try to get a little something, something. So yeah, and they're both gonna go for a bite.
Oof. Don't they roll their own initiative?
Oh, do they? I don't actually know.
I'm not positive. I think so.
Like as
Very
what
well
the
could be
initials like,
right.
they go directly after Falco's turn.
Oh,
I
okay.
could be wrong. Let me just read it just to make sure. Summon creature friendly to you.
Roll initiative for the summon
Roll
creatures.
initiative, yeah. Roll
As a
initiative. You're
group.
right. You're 100% right. As a
Okay,
group,
so yeah,
okay.
so the one initiative for the both.
So I'm gonna put
14.
Oh, no, for sure. Like that ruling didn't save my life. Just a stickler.
So I don't actually know what was my initiative. So my initiative was 8. So yeah, you get a turn before I go, right? If that makes does that make sense?
Yeah, so yeah, because you had a really low roll. I think
Yeah.
Leek had a 18 or a 19 on his initiative or something stupidly high.
It was 15, yeah?
Yeah, it was 15.
15?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, so the spiders are in the middle of initiative, so they're going to be alternating. So, um, so yeah, Leek. It'll be your turn, and then the spider's turn, then back to Falco.
Okay.
Okay.
it's your turn.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep beating on Falco. That's the plan.
Blast.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go back to the quarterstaff. I've been having real good luck with the bolts. Yep. 13 misses. Pretty sure.
Misses, yeah.
Second swing is 24.
I'm gonna silvery barbs that.
Ah, let me roll again.
He's still raging too.
Now
Isn't
one. Oh, he is still right.
Yeah, I guess I'll drop my rage if that's the
I
case.
think as soon as you cast any spell,
Oh,
your
yeah,
rage
in order
drops
to
because I don't think
concentrate,
you
that's right.
can't
Yeah.
cast when you rage.
Touche.
Yeah,
Right.
because he's doing radiant damage anyways.
Right.
It's not helping.
Yeah, silvery barbs. I re-rolled and got a nat 1.
All right. I'm glad I used it.
We're just
And
gonna do a
I'll
nice
take that
bonus
advantage
action.
for my next.
Do a nice bonus action kick. 26
That hits.
for 6 bludgeoning damage. I'm using my last key point for a stunning strike.
Nice.
All right. Very smart. Oh, sorry. Let me roll my con save.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, that's gonna be a 23.
Oh, passes by a lot.
Whew. All right.
DC's 14.
All
Ah,
right, Leek, you unleash a flurry of blows, literally, and some of them connect, some of them don't. You try to do a last ditch effort to try to stun him in position, but it fails. You starting to feel that tiredness kick in as you deplete your key energy out of your body. Falco, or actually no, it's the spider's
All right.
turn.
It's the spider's turn, and they're flanking, so they're rolling with advantage. So I'll roll the first one. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hit. That's a 24 to hit.
Plus 19?
37.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it added them together, but I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Oh, I see you're rolling with advantage, and you. Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, my God, how strong are these spiders?
yeah. Meanwhile, my spider couldn't hit one time. All right, cool. So the first one, actually, I'm going to roll for the second one just to see, so I could just add it all at one time. But so the second one's going to roll as well, and that definitely misses. So that's going to be 14 to hit. So I know that misses. But let's see. Get back to the giant spider. All right, for a bite. Okay, so first is a 1d8.
I'm gonna get poisoned up.
So maybe. So that's gonna be 5 piercing damage. Uh, and then you need to make a con save, I believe. Yeah, a con save.
13.
That passes. All right. And you're going to take half of this damage right here. Oh God. 2. 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Fucking terrible. All right, so and that's my turn. How is Leek looking? Does he look like hurt?
I'm at like a third.
Okay. All
You
right.
still got your turn, Falco. That was just the
Yeah,
spider.
Yeah, that was the spice. It's your turn now,
Oh yeah,
Falco.
yeah, it is my turn now. Okay, cool.
Guys, shut up.
um, let's see. What am I doing?
Oh, I don't mean to backseat drive, but silvery barbs is your feet, and you can only use it once a day.
I thought I could use it with a spell slot if I. Don't you get to use it with a spell slot if you
Oh, it says
like
if
once
you
for
have the
free and
appropriate level.
then
Yep. See, that's why you don't
yeah.
backseat drive.
Get out of here. All right. Um. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to bonus action healing word.
Oh, damn. How hurt are you?
Pretty hurt. I'm definitely. I'm like about a third as well.
Yeah, this is a super even fight.
Yeah,
It really is.
it's really going back and forth. Uh, so bonus action healing word. I'm gonna roll that real quick. Oh, not great. That's gonna be 8 back. All right. Okay, 8 back, and then I'm going to, with my action, cast fucking what's
A
that shit
cantrip?
called? A cantrip, yes. Create bonfire.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna roast this chicken.
Oh, that's rough.
Uh,
I'm gonna take like
it's
3 opportunity checks if I try to get out of it.
mm-hmm.
Too
So I'm gonna it's gonna be a DC 16 dexterity save.
Yeah, dexterous.
pretty
Yeah,
dexterous.
pretty dexterous.
Yeah,
Yeah, 23.
All right, cool. You take no damage. But yeah, that's my turn.
Is like the last bit of strength I have to fly above it. Well, not like 4 or 5 feet, but like I'm just
Yeah,
flapping,
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
keep the down, keep the fire at
Yeah,
bay.
yeah, you're not gonna get opportunity attacked off of of a flavor.
All
So anyway,
right.
I kept smashing.
All right.
That one.
All right.
Okay, dirty 20.
That hits.
1 on the die, so 6 damage.
All right.
And then a good old unarmed kick. Nat 1.
Okay. Whew. Whew. All right. Um. All right. So then my spiders are gonna go. They're still in the same spot, so they're gonna be rolling with advantage.
What?
Don't look at the total. Look at the
This is crazy.
individuals.
Yeah.
18, 19, 21,
What a fight.
24 to hit.
Yeah, my AC is 18.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's gonna be 1d8 off the first one. So this is piercing damage. 8 piercing damage, and then another con save.
21.
Jeez, you roll great on these saves. And 4 extra damage on the first attack. So then this next spider is gonna bite.
I'm really close.
We'll see. We'll hope. Uh, okay, dirt is gonna be a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Uh, Whew. All right, cool. So this is gonna be piercing damage right here. 5. Yeah, 5 piercing damage, and then another con save.
Oh, nat 1.
Ah, what a
Four.
horror.
Oh, all right. Well, that's gonna be 4 poison damage, and I believe that you are poisoned now. I gotta look at it to make sure, but I think that you're poisoned.
I'm unconscious, so
All right.
Yeah,
All
I'm just
right.
laying in a fire between two spiders dying.
I very quickly take a good berry because I prepared it today, uh, and put one in your mouth to bring you back to 1 HP.
Drop concentration.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, the spider's just staring at you. Like, but yeah, I put the good berry in your mouth. We're good to go. And I look fucked up too. Like it's not like one of those like I just
Ooh.
handily beat you the way I walked in there looking.
Oh yeah,
But
it
like
was a close fight. So yeah,
yeah,
Well,
Leek, you're like laying down there, staring up with a couple of spiders hovering over you, and with Falco hovering over you as well. It was a well fought match. How does Leek feel?
is
Honored. Really, he's always a fan of a good match. That was a good show, Falco. Like I knew you were strong, but
uh,
goddamn.
I look at you, definitely hurt, and I say, frankly, if it weren't for those pies, I think you would have had me, and I think you know what I'm talking about. I give him a very knowing look. In his head, I say, I can tell that you're tired.
I don't want to kill the
You
theme,
know,
but conjure animals is concentration, and so is bonfire.
Oh, well, damn.
well,
I mean, he didn't take any fire damage anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. It
yeah,
was still a
too
theme.
late now.
Thematically.
Yeah,
Good catch.
yeah, thank you. We'll just say I would have cast Thorn Whip and it would have missed.
Okay.
That would have been the other option.
Oh yeah, good fight. But you know what? I think you might have been right. Like not being able to fly is really hurting my fighting ability.
Mm-hmm. And I know you're better than that. And and frankly, I feel a little dishonored that you didn't give me your best.
Mm.
You know what? That is a really good point. Fuck. I did not give an honorable fight.
Now,
I
Leek,
give you a hand up.
as you process this in your mind, in Leek's mind, does he still think that this is the pie's fault or just a lack of training?
Oh, maybe we haven't had any fights in a while. Could just be out of practice.
You couldn't fly.
No, I mean the plummet from the sky really sold it. That not being
Yeah,
able to
that's not
fly, a big issue.
great. You fell into a river. It's like oof.
You know,
Yeah, that's something Eric Cochran's like. So Leek doesn't like really know his whole history fully well, but like I know it as Chris that Eric Cochran's in the air elemental plane spend most of their time in the sky. Like they'll just sleep in the air with their wings like soaring. They
Mm.
mostly fly. They very rarely walk. So he always kind of yearns to be in the air. So not being able to fly really fucked with him a little bit.
Karabar's clapping. Did you guys need some healing? Are you okay?
He's
Of course. Of
I'm
course.
still poisoned, even though I went down.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had that condition along with exhausted.
Yeah. I'll,
All
I'll
right.
Yeah.
gather everyone together and
By the
cast a
way,
quick
you got me down
prayer
to
of healing.
15 hit points. Just wanted to
Oh,
for the people at home.
So yeah. So with that, as the confrontation comes to a close, and Karabar and Robert tend to Leek and Falco after their duties. The the edge of the ruins lie before them. Um, what adventures they'll find, we'll find out next week. Um, as we will pause it here. So thank you everybody who joined us, and And we'll look forward to seeing you here next week, next Wednesday, as we continue our D&D series. Uh, Definitely check out our other D&D content on our YouTube channel if you need to get caught up with what has happened so far. And tune in to us this weekend as we fall back to our usual gaming schedule um, with some more Monster Hunter Rise. Um, Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.